Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to BioTouch Health Condition Workshop. My name's Paul, and usually we have Bev sitting right next to me or zooming in with me, but she's having a little procedure we'll tell you about later. So I am going to try and do this on my own. Wish me luck. Or I don't know, however you say it. Anyhow, we're going to talk today about how to use BioTouch with massage. And we have a great presentation by one of our certified instructors. So if you are here with us and you are getting continuing ed credits, please put your name in the comment section so that we know you are attending. And for all of you who want to learn what set of points we're going to teach after the presentation, just click on the little link or go to justtouch.com/workbook. And for the next 30 days, you can download that for free. Otherwise, it's always available to all of our members at any time. And we'll do that the second half of the presentation. We just want to move right into Kai Cox giving the presentation. We've already taped it, so we'll just let her talk away.
Hello and welcome. I am Kai Cox. I am a licensed massage therapist, and I am so excited to talk to you about addressing massage therapy with BioTouch healing tonight. So, a little bit about me. I have been a massage therapist since 2011, and I have been practicing BioTouch since 2014, and it has completely changed my massage practice. I have found as a massage therapist that it helps my clients take that deep breath, melt into the table, making it more accessible to get to those deep muscles for relief and having that engagement of the muscles without it being painful or the idea of deep tissue, really just being painful no longer is a part of my practice. So, I'm going to look at massage therapy from two angles as the client and as the massage therapist, and how you can ask for BioTouch or how you can implement BioTouch. If that sounds excited, let's get started. So, as a client, you can absolutely ask your therapist, your massage therapist, to implement BioTouch. It's really simple. I would, based on your rapport with your massage therapist, maybe not the very first time you meet them. That might seem a little too demanding. But then again, this is your time and this is what you feel you benefit from. So you can always ask. But how I would phrase it is, I have this technique that I really benefit from. It only takes seconds. I can teach you right now. Are you open to adding that to your massage on me today? Right? And we're giving the space of, okay, do you feel comfortable with this? I can teach you really easily. And keep in mind that in that time of teaching, if the person only has 60 minutes with you, that might be a part of your time in your massage, but it's worth it because you only have to do it once, right? And then those points only take seconds. So it's definitely worth it. So that can be a way, or any way that you feel comfortable, really just stepping out and saying, I benefit from this. It's really easy. It's really simple. I can teach you, right? All you have to teach, if anything, is the greeting and maybe the stress set, and how much more will your benefit from your massage. I have not personally done this myself since I do BioTouch with my family regularly. However, when I was looking for a doula and someone that was going to be there hands-on supporting me, I was like, okay, you need to do BioTouch. How can we make this happen? And so she took the training. And that's another great thing that you can talk about with your massage therapist, since we do offer CEUs to massage therapists, the foundation. You can say, hey, there's this really great training. You can get 10 CEUs. It's either online or in person in either Tucson or Illinois. And you can explore that with them. Of course, we're coming from a place of love, since BioTouch is love being put into action. So you want to be gentle with this and just see what they're open to. Many massage therapists specialize in different types of massage, and at first they might not be gung ho ready to do it. And that's how I was, in fact. When I graduated from massage school, I was all sports massage, all deep tissue, just really getting in there. And I am so grateful that I ended up taking the BioTouch training and implementing it into my massage practice because it really has been a game changer. So now I want to talk to you about what you can do as a massage therapist in implementing this technique. So, what I do is say, if you're comfortable to the client, if you're comfortable, I often use a technique called BioTouch healing. We start with abdomen work. So, I, of course, would drape professionally for that. And then I would touch these points. It only takes seconds, and it's a gentle technique that really helps you breathe into the moment, or just saying, it helps disrupt the stress cycle. And clients are usually like, oh, yeah, I'm here to feel less stress. Let's do it. Let's try it. And then you can continue on how you see fit with the technique. So I often, for massages, start my client's face up. So it works in really well. I actually have a video that I'm going to share so that you can see. So again, we are addressing massage therapy with BioTouch Healing, and I'm your instructor, Kai Cox. And here's the video. So as you see here, I'm draping for the abdomen, making sure my beautiful assistant here feels comfortable at all times. I am starting with the greeting. And I'm showing you all of this in real time so that you can see, oh yeah, this is really simple and I could implement this into my massage. So I just did the greeting and I'm about to do the stress set. And right there, if that's all you did for your client, the greeting and the stress set, right now I'm doing the heart set. I feel that you will see the difference, the impact that this stress disruptor has. Right now, I'm also doing oxygen. So I'm doing all the points that I felt my client needed today. So these aren't the ones you have to do all the time, but I wanted to show you how easily it can be implemented to the massage. So I normally start my client face up. There's no issue here. And then I'm going to start on the neck. I'll start with BioTouch and the neck set, and I'll go through those points for you. And of course, you'll be learning all of these with Bev and Paul after, because these are the easiest ones to implement. Of course, all the points of BioTouch, all 17 sets of points, can be put into a massage session, just depending on what your client needs. That's why this is such a valuable partnership, having massage therapy and BioTouch healing. So now I'm starting the headset. And you can see this is so easy to do, where I'm just simply taking a couple minutes of the massage. My client's getting nice and relaxed, coming back to their natural rhythms. None of this, of course, you have to express to your client, but it's so simple. For most clients, I would say I do the greeting, the stress set, and the neck set. So that takes about a minute. I'm of course showing you more because I wanted to show you the body mechanics. I'm making sure, I don't have any reaching or hands crossed or anything like that. But I'm just showing how easy it is to use those two fingers to touch these points gently. Of course, the headset is a little bit longer than the others, and I would only do this if my client was really looking for relief. Maybe they have a headache going on. I also enjoy massage and biotouch together because it helps me get in the mind of, okay, this is nice and relaxing. We're really diving in deep to this relaxing session together. And that's what I also love about BioTouch because I know it's that partnership, right? You're the one giving BioTouch, but you're also receiving the benefits. You're having that time to show up in this practice of love. So, as you see here, I've now finished BioTouch and I'm starting my massage, and how easily that all flowed together. So, super simple. Every massage therapist can do this. And I'm hoping that it becomes the norm. Every massage therapist will be doing this because I know it has transformed my practice. And I was hesitant at first. My mom took the class. She's like, "You're going to love this, sign up." And I was like, "I'll get to it when I get to it," right? There are so many things I want to be learning. And then it was giving a massage to the founder, Paul, who will be back on the screen in a moment, and him saying, "Hey, we have a class this weekend. Are you going to take it?" And I was like, I mean, I guess it's time. And then still, right away, I didn't have clients get regular BioTouch within my massage practice. I recommended them to go to the BioTouch Center since I was in Tucson and actually just 2 doors down from it. But since I have moved across the country, I really saw, okay, this has an effect on my clients. It has an effect on the session that I am able to offer, and it's powerful. And you can really, if you start your clients face down often, you could have them let you do the greeting before they get on the table and then start with the back set. Really getting into the whole series of the back set could be so beneficial and relaxing. Or maybe this is the invitation to start you with your client's face up, work on that neck, work through the body, and then end on the back. Whatever feels exciting to you is the way to go because this is your creation. This is how you're helping and holding space for other people to heal. And I just hope that you will step away from this workshop and be like, yes, I can absolutely do this. I see the benefit, and I'm going to start offering it to my clients right away. I hope you've enjoyed this program. I hope you love learning the points that Bev and Paul will teach you. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. My business is Awaken Innate Healing. So you can go to my website and contact me that way, connect with me on social media at Awaken Innate Healing, or send me an email, awaken.innate.healing@gmail.com. I am so excited for your journey, and whatever you do, just touch.
Well, she's always such a light. So that's how simple the presentation is. I just want to build on the fact of, if you are a massage therapist, a lot of times you don't even need to tell them. If you just incorporated like into Kai, it would be Kai does her massage work. It's not necessary always to say, well, I do Swedish or I do this or I do that or I add. Is it okay for me to add BioTouch? Especially if you ask about that because people don't even know what that is. But every massage therapist who's ever used BioTouch with their massage has talked about, as Kai did, how much easier it is for them to work with the tissue. The fascia seems to really just melt away. And whenever I got a massage, I'd always ask my massage therapist to do just the greeting. but we're going to teach you the 3 sets of points that she was showing in her presentation. She did say Paul and Bev are going to teach us the points. Well, as you can see, we don't have Bev here today, so I'm going to try and do it, and we'll just move right into the little workbook. The workbook is based on the entire manual, which is about 17 sets of points, and we're just going to teach you a few sets of points, the same ones that Kai did. And we'll show you the video that goes along with it. So let us move to the health conditions. All right. Hope you've downloaded the workbook, justtouch.com/workbook. And we have a little cover page on that workbook. And that each workbook that we do, we sort of put the few words about the particular health condition we're working with, or as it goes here, how to use massage for stress, pain reduction with your massage. That's always the first page. And then we move to the second page, and we always go a little bit from the beginning because we don't know who has taken our class or who hasn't. So we always want to talk about what is BioTouch. Okay, the first bullet point there is BioTouch is easy to learn. Even children learn and practice effectively. That's the main part of it. Anybody can learn BioTouch, and we love it when children learn it. Children work on their parents. Kai has her kids working on her when she gets a headache, when she's stressed out. So she's really made it a part of her children and her husband. So it's really easy to do, and you're effective. It's, as we like to say, it's simple to learn, easy to use, and has profound results. Second bullet point, BioTouch is a complement to any healthcare program. It may safely and effectively be used in conjunction with any standard or alternative practices you and your family may be using. That's a key here. Okay, we are not doing this instead of anything else. And it can be a great complement, integrative. It's part of the functional medicine programs. So, it doesn't go against the medications you're taking. It can't hurt you. So you work with your standard care and you add BioTouch. Again, do it at home. Go to your professional massage therapist, and you can even become certified and create your own little business with this. BioTouch has no levels of ability. Everyone is effective the first time they touch. No special talent, training, or knowledge is required. The first attempt made by anyone should be as effective as that performed by an associate with years of experience. And I am a perfect example of that. I've been doing this for 35 years, okay? And you who are just learning this for the first time, I will guarantee you will be just as effective. Guarantee you, okay? And that's really powerful. I don't really know of any other technique that allows anybody to learn this, says there's no levels, everybody's effective. You don't even have to like the person you're working in. They don't have to like you. You don't have to center yourself. You don't have to do anything to prepare. So you can even do it in an emergency. And again, you're just going to use 2 fingers as we talk later here. And just begin the touching. Okay? BioTouch requires no special preparation, belief, or state of mind to be effective. Everyone can assist in the healing process. No particular philosophy, spiritual predilection, religious belief, mental or emotional state is required of the associate or the recipient to facilitate or experience results. BioTouch has been practiced under a variety of circumstances without jeopardizing its effectiveness. And I think that's a key we really all want to understand. Just do it, okay? And it can't hurt. And as Kai said, it only takes a few minutes. We're not talking about a huge amount of time, especially if you just do the greeting and maybe the headset or the neck. You're talking about a few minutes that can be very beneficial. And if you're doing a full hour massage, just taking those few minutes really help. We've had participants who've gotten massages go, oh my God, what did you just do? The participant, the recipient of the massage says they feel much more relaxed, much more open to a more deeper kind of manipulation of the body. That's for massage therapists. We don't manipulate, we don't diagnose, we don't recommend, we just touch. Okay? If you have any questions about that, please reach out to us at any time, and we'll be happy to answer questions. Let's move into how we actually practice these points. So the first thing we always do is we wash our hands. It's not about, a huge amount of washing. Just wash your hands simply. It's always one person touching another on the skin, okay? And we begin every session with the greeting, which is what what we'll teach you. And we use the first two fingers of each hand, the index and middle finger, to lightly touch like a butterfly, okay? If you see any indentation, then you're touching too hard. And we hold all the different points for 6 to 8 seconds. The key is you don't want to jump around. Just take your time, 6 to 8 seconds. And the nice thing, BioTouch can be practiced anywhere, whether it's the massage. I've had friends who've done this in a bar. I've done it at parties. It doesn't matter. You can do it in front of the TV set, wherever you want to do it. Okay? So let's move on to exactly how we do these points. Now, I guess first of all, we want to talk about terms. Now, we're not going to go over all these terms, but we do want to go over the first two terms. One is the person doing the points we call an associate. And we use that very specifically as it's defined in the dictionary. One often in company with another, implying intimacy or equality. And two, one having an interest in common with another. That is the beauty, that is the essence of BioTouch, is that we're all equal. And it's really, as Kai said, putting love into action. With that's our only intention, is to be in that space of equality. We don't have to project healing. We don't have to do anything except put the fingers on the points that we're going to show you here. And the second term is the recipient, and that's the person who's benefiting from the BioTouch being done to them. Now, we're going to go on to the greeting, but we do want to let you know how this workbook is set up. Each set is 2 pages long. The first page is a little drawing, as you see here, that has numbered points. At the bottom of that page is which point to touch first and which point to touch second. And on the second page, we have photographs and we have descriptions of where those points are located. And all the terms are very much bumps and notches. There's no anatomy. You don't have to know anatomy. We just express it so you can easily find these points. And then at the bottom of each of those pages, you'll see a little purple where it says click here to watch the video. When you click on that, it takes you to our website, which shows you somebody doing the points and telling you where the points are. And the words in the video are the same as they are in the manual. So it's very easy to learn. We will be watching the video instead of me having to teach it. We'll just watch the video and you'll see the different sets of points to use in a basic massage session. Okay, I would ask if there's any questions, but I can't see you all. So again, if you have questions through any of this, send us an email, office@justtouch.com. You can make a comment and I'll try to jump back and forth. It's a little difficult doing this on my own, but we'll manage here. All right, so the first set we want to do is what we call the greeting. Again, remember, you're going to use the index and middle finger. In the greeting, though, is the only one where we use one hand. Everything else is always 2 hands on the body. And you only have to know your dominant hand, which hand you write with. Okay, if you're ambidextrous, you just choose which hand and then use that for both point 1 and point 2. All right, so let's see the video on how to practice the greeting. The greeting is always performed at the beginning of each session.
It's the only set that uses one hand and the only set that indicates which hand to use. The greeting is performed with the dominant hand. If you are right-handed, use your right hand. If you are left-handed, use your left hand. The greeting is made by touching at point 1, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone or sternum. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. Then, with the same 2 fingers, touch point 2 on the back. To find point 2, look for the big bone at the base of the neck. From here, move 1 to 1.5 inches to the left. This is point 2. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. More than one associate may work with a recipient provided that all of the associates perform the greeting. If the associate or the recipient leaves the session, or if someone who hasn't done the greeting touches either the recipient or the associate, the greeting must be reestablished. Then the session may proceed from where it was interrupted.
Okay, so we've done the greeting. Again, that's the one thing you do all the time, no matter what else you're going to do on the body. And then we go and we're always going to use the index and middle finger of both hands being placed on the body at the same time. And we're going to start with the stress, as Kai did. You'll see there's an X, that's going to be our holding point, always in the manual. And then you'll touch between point 1 and 2, and you'll see how we do that. Okay, again, butterfly-like touch, touching each set of points 6 to 8 seconds. So let's watch the video.
The stress set may be used to address any manifestation of physical, emotional, or mental stress, as well as anxiety and shingles. Hold at X, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone. It is the same as greeting point 1. Then with the other hand touch points 1 and 2, which are the same points as in the heart set. These points are found by imagining a line running from the notch at the top of the breastbone to a place on the left breast where the nipple would be on a youth. Divide this imaginary line into thirds. Point 1 is at the top of the first third. Point 2 is at the top of the second third. These points may be touched repeatedly, and remember to touch each point for at least 6 to 8 seconds.
Okay, we got that stress set. You see, very simple, just back and forth. And you can do it as many times as you want. 1 time, 2 times, until many times what will happen is you'll sigh or the recipient will sigh. All right, so now we're going to go to the next set. Let me see if I can find it here. There it is. The neck. That's another thing she did when the person was laying on their back. Easy to just put your fingers underneath and still have that 6 to 8 seconds with a light butterfly-like touch. And as you can see, there's only 3 sets of points that we do just on the side of that neck muscle. Okay, very simple to do, very effective. Let's show it, and then I'll show you a little bit of extra of what you can do with that. All right, so let's go to the neck set.
The neck set is used for addressing most headaches, neck pains, and soreness of the upper back. These points are performed in matching fire on the large muscles that run along the back of the neck. Points 1 and 1 are halfway down the neck on the side of the large muscles. Points 2 and 2 are at the top of the neck on the side of the large muscles at the base of the skull. Points 3 and 3 are at the bottom of the neck on the side of the large muscles. As with any set, you may repeat the points as many times as you like. These points may be touched in any order, such as touching points 2, then points 1, and finally points 3.
So what I like about that particular little video is you notice there are two children working with each other. That's really powerful, as was the greeting when the son came and worked on the father and the mother all together. It really is a family thing. And any massage therapist who learns these things can easily pass these on to their clients. That's what's nice about this too. So this is not something you have to just hoard to yourself. You can easily pass on things that people can do in between their different massage sessions. All right. And the final one we're going to teach here is called the headset. And the headset works on the whole brain situation. So really talk about the pituitary and the pineal, and the whole hormonal level in the brain really is a stress reducer. And we have research to show that. You can go to justtouch.com/research to see some of the research that was done in lessening of pain, lessening of stress, a regulation of hormone levels, and a rise in our immune system responses. So the headset, very, very powerful. Again, can be done laying on your back, can be done sitting up. You'll notice there's a lot of different points. On this one, we're going to do a crossfire where we're going to hold one side and touch the other side. You'll see that in the video. All right, so let's show us how to do the headset.
The headset can be used to address conditions related to the brain. There are 4 steps in this set. In step 1, use through fire to touch points A and A. Point A on the back of the head is in the center of the neck at the base of the skull. Point A on the front of the head is at the center of the forehead, where the forehead begins to curve to the crown. Step 2 is performed in crossfire with the fingers of each hand touching on opposite sides of the head. Hold at X, which is in the indentation beside the neck muscle at the base of the skull. It is the same as point 1 of the back set. On the opposite side of the head, touch points 1 through 5. Points 1, 2, and 3 are on the ridge line formed where the skull curves up toward the crown. Point 1 is above the outside corner of the eye on the ridge. Point 2 is above the front of the ear on the ridge. Point 3 is above the back of the ear on the ridge. To locate point 4, move down the head toward the base of the skull to a horizontal indentation approximately 1/3 of the way down from the top of the ear and 1 to 1.5 inches behind the back edge of the ear. Point 5 is opposite hold point X at the base of the skull. Point 5 now becomes the new hold point as points 1 through 5 are touched on the opposite side of the head. In crossfire, touch point 1 above the outside corner of the eye on the ridge. Point 2 above the front of the ear on the ridge. Point 3 is above the back of the ear on the ridge. Point 4 is a horizontal indentation approximately 1/3 of the way down from the top of the ear and 1 to 1.5 inches behind the back edge of the ear. And point 5 is opposite hold point X at the base of the skull. Step 3 is performed in matching fire, touching points 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5. Finally, in step 4, place the open palms of both hands on the head covering points 1 through 3. Be careful, don't let your hands touch each other.
So there you have it. 4 simple sets, just the greeting. Again, all you have to do is the greeting, and then apply all of them. But then what's real important too, that's easy to do, whether it's your massage therapist or you're the recipient who's doing this in between your massages, you can take the index and the middle finger of each hand and you can slowly and deliberately, what we call sweep, over an affected area. So if I'm working the neck set, I might just slowly sweep where it hurts. Or let's say there's a back pain in a certain area. I could just take 2 fingers, start from the middle of the spine and come out, do both sides together on the same side. I could also hold one point where the pain is and sweep off the spine to that area, or just work around the muscle in what we call through fires. You can just let your fingers intuitively jump wherever they want to go and work in the localized pained area. So your massage therapist can do that too. Once they've done even just the greeting, they might work where you're having the most issues and just touch locally around that area as they begin to go deeper and deeper, and then maybe they'll end with a little bit of BioTouch. Numerous ways to do it. Again, Kai's available, Awaken Innate Healing. Contact us, office at justtouch.com. Go to our website, justtouch.com. Again, if you're a massage therapist would like CE credits, we have virtual trainings. We have live and in person here in Tucson and the Chicago area. Or we can also come to wherever you are and we'll set up a class. So let us know how we can help you learn BioTouch to use with your massage and to incorporate it into your family. We're here to help. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you every Thursday, the 4th Thursday of every month with a new health condition workshop. Or you can go to justtouch.com and up on top you can find out what other health conditions we've already done and check out our different workshops that we've had. Otherwise, thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you all next month. Take care, everybody.